up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to be more confident on camera. So if you don't know, I've had this YouTube channel for 4 years and I have so many things to talk about with this topic. The first being that I've actually been on YouTube since 2006. YouTube came out in 2005, guys, so I was on it right from the beginning. But I didn't show my face, really, on my YouTube channel until 2014, when I started a new channel, the one that you're currently watching, and that's when I started actually recording myself. I had been watching YouTube for years, but for some reason never decided to put myself on camera. I just did all of the editing and behind the scenes stuff and just put other content on my channel. Why did I change? Mostly because I wanted to branch out and actually become somewhat of a personality on the internet. I wanted to share my experiences, things that I enjoyed, things that I wanted to talk about. So a lot of people were like, well, why did you do this? Or how were you able to be more confident on camera? Honestly, I just knew that I wanted to do this badly enough that I was going to do whatever it took to be able to do this. But there are a lot of ways that you can move forward and actually become a little bit more confident on camera. So the first tip that I have is to actually practice. So what I'm doing right now is I'm sitting in my studio and recording myself. Now, a lot of people, they might just want to try this and maybe not even turn on the record button. They might just want to sit here and actually just practice and practice and practice. The idea of that red light turning on and actually recording what they want to do and want to say, and actually the idea of actually posting it on the internet can terrify many people. So what I recommend doing is just practicing with the camera but without the red light recording. That way you can kind of get your stuff together and know exactly what you want to talk about. The more that you practice it, the more you're just able to flow out naturally. Or there's other options like using a teleprompter. That one might make you sound a little bit more wooden, but it's a great way if you're really scared about talking in front of the camera. Now, obviously, sometimes it comes naturally to people, but it never did for me. I had to work at it and I had to make sure that what I was talking about made sense, as well as I always wanted to have the right makeup, and I wanted to make sure that I looked good and that it was something that was worth presenting to the world. So I always made sure that everything was like perfect. And over time, I've just realized that that's not always the case, and that is something that I'm still trying to get through, is that perfectionist quality. So if you're not feeling like your content is perfect, don't worry. Everyone has felt that way. And I think, honestly, posting what you have is better than not posting at all. I've talked to a few people about this, including people that are just already naturally bubbly and just freak out when they see the camera coming. And it always boggles my mind because I don't understand why. But honestly, I think it's the idea that what they're saying is going out there into the world. So some other ideas that I have for getting more confident on camera is to really talk about things that you're passionate about. If you're passionate about something, a lot of your insecurities go away because you get so excited about it. Not only are you passionate about it, you're probably pretty good at it. So if you want to start creating content about stuff that you know very well and you know inside and out. I love talking about video, YouTube, social media, all that stuff. And so that's why I started doing a lot more of that kind of content. I could talk for hours about YouTube and all of the things that I love on there, but honestly, no one cares. So make it short and make it something that you can take away from very quickly. One of the other things a lot of people struggle with is setting up their cameras, setting up their lighting. They just don't feel like they look very good. So I recommend maybe taking some courses. I'm actually launching a YouTube course very soon that'll teach you guys all about the ways that I set up my camera so that I have the right lighting and that it makes me look the best that I can be. Because if I'm feeling good and feel like I'm looking good, honestly, my content's going to be way better. And that's like everyday life. When you are wearing your favorite outfit, you feel like $1,000,000 and not like you're trying to avoid the camera or not be on screen at any time. Also, just making sure that you have made yourself up. I mean, honestly, going barefaced on YouTube could be way more terrifying than maybe being professionally made up. I'm not saying you have to be totally like dolled up, but if that makes me feel more comfortable and more confident, do it. If you're fine with wearing minimal makeup and that's how you usually are and you're totally confident and comfortable with that, do that. There's so many different ways that you can feel more comfortable being on camera. I think the final way that people feel less comfortable on camera is not really knowing what their YouTube channel or YouTube videos are for. Now, this depends on the person, but you know you need to be on video, you know you need to be on YouTube, but you're like, why? What am I going to talk about? This way, having a plan of action and a content schedule is so important. I'm actually working on that because that's probably the thing I struggle with the most is I want to create content, I want to create videos, but what am I creating it about? I think that having a plan of action and maybe even recording all in one day makes it so much easier to kind of get rid of that fear because you're kind of just quickly going through it. You don't have time to really think about all the worries that you have and the insecurities that you have because you have to get through so much in one day. Plus, you're already in the zone. You're recording, you're editing, you're recording, you're recording, you're recording, and then all of that will go out later on in the week or in the month. So that's what I've really done is I've really made myself able to talk and record and batch and do it all in one day. So I hope that these tips were helpful for you. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. You can email me right here. I'm going to be talking more about different ways that you guys can be more visible in your businesses, more visible on your social media. And this is just video number 1 of this series. So I'm excited about it and I hope you guys enjoyed this.